I would like to welcome you to this presentation titled Veterinary Pharmacy, Specialized Dosage Forms. My name is Dr. Aaron Stutzman, and I have been working in the veterinary pharmacy field for about 8 years now, currently as the pharmacy manager for Heartland Veterinary Pharmacy in Hastings, Nebraska. I really enjoy the niche market of veterinary pharmacy, and I foresee a lot of growth in the field in the future. I appreciate you choosing the veterinary pharmacy elective module, and I hope you enjoy it. Today we'll look at the specialized dosage forms present in veterinary pharmacy. We'll look at and go over various dosage forms for dogs, for cats, and for horses, and we'll try to give you an idea of the reasoning behind the use of some of these forms. We'll start off with some basic veterinary pharmacy terminology for animal species, which is very important to understand when filling prescriptions for animals. In Nebraska pharmacy law, as well as state pharmacy law in most, if not all, other states, the species of the animal is required to be on the prescription as well as the pharmacy label. While the name of the animal is important, the species of the animal is a legally mandated component of veterinary prescriptions. Additionally, sometimes a veterinarian will write a prescription for a herd of cattle, a barn of horses, or a litter of puppies. In these situations, there really isn't a specific name of the animal. If at all possible, we always try to include the animal's name on the prescription, but we always have to include the species. When filling veterinary prescriptions, the most common species you will deal with is canine, which is dog. You will also fill quite a few prescriptions for feline patients, which are your cats. Occasionally, you may receive prescriptions for equine, which are horse patients, and rarely, depending on your particular practice setting, retail or veterinary mail order pharmacy, you may fill prescriptions for bovine, which are cattle, and or swine, which are pigs. In general, dosage forms for veterinary medications can be divided into three main categories: oral formulations, topicals, and injectables. Because it is often a challenge to get an animal to take their oral prescribed medication, pharmaceutical companies have had to be creative in finding dosage forms that will be palatable for the animal and enticing for them to consume. You usually don't get anywhere by trying to talk the animal into taking their medication because it is good for them. Different oral formulations for dogs include chewable tablets, capsules, suspensions, and powders. For equine patients, all of these formulations are used, but some medications are also formulated into a paste form. Topical solutions include lotion, shampoo, and ointment. Injectable formulations include intramuscular injections, subcutaneous injections, and intravenous injections. We'll first go through dosage forms for equine patients and discuss some of the medications which are formulated into each form. A few different equine medications come in a powder form. These powders are often flavored with some type of sweet, fruit-like taste, which horses love. Common flavors include apple flavor or citrus flavor. These powders are also often added to the horse's feed. Examples of oral powders for equine patients include an anti-inflammatory and pain reliever called phenylbutazone powder, a medication called levothyroxine, which is used to treat hypothyroidism in horses, also comes in a powder form under the brand names Thyrovet powder, Thyro-L powder, and Thyrocare powder. A dosage form that is specific to equine patients only is oral paste. Tubes of oral paste allow an owner of an equine patient to squirt the medication into the horse's mouth, which increases compliance. Most tubes have a pre-calibrated syringe, which helps the owner to give the correct dosage. Examples of oral paste for horses include phenylbutazone paste, Banamine paste, which is a pain reliever often used in colic for horses. Gastrogard paste contains omeprazole, which works to clear up stomach ulcers in horses. Marquis paste is a very expensive medication used to treat EPM in horses. If you've heard the term horse pills, it's usually referring to a very large tablet that is difficult for a person to take. A few oral tablets labeled for equine patients, such as phenylbutazone tablets, would fit this description as they are very large. Many tablets for horses, however, are actually human-labeled medications used off-label for horses. Dosing often consists of giving very large quantities, from 10 to 15 tablets, 10 to 50 tablets per dose. These include cimetidine tablets, Bactrim DS tablets, and doxycycline tablets. By far the most common intramuscular injection medication for horses dispensed in veterinary pharmacy is Adequan. Adequan is supplied in 5 milliliter single-dose vials and 50 milliliter multi-dose vials. Both formulations contain 100 milligram per ml of polysulfated glycosaminoglycan. Adequan is an excellent medication in helping to build up and improve lubrication in the horse's joints. Other examples of intramuscular injections for horses include Banamine injectable and a potent sedative called Dormosudan injectable. A number of medications for horses are given intravenously. These include a couple that we've already discussed, Dormosudan injectable and Banamine injectable, which both can be given intramuscularly or intravenously. The most common intravenous injectable medication for horses that is dispensed in veterinary pharmacy is Legend. Legend contains 10 milligram per ml of hyaluronate sodium, which is a lubricant for horse joints, and like Adequan is also available in a single dose and a multi-dose formulation. That concludes the formulations for equine patients. We'll now get into the formulations for our dog or our canine patients. The first one we'll look at is the topical heartworm, flea, and tick combination products. Because heartworms can be deadly for dogs, and the common problems with flea and tick infestations, coupled with the success rate of these products, this class of medications has almost created an industry itself within the veterinary pharmacy field. The most common prescription heartworm, flea, tick combination products are Revolution and Advantage Multi. Flea and tick preventative topical products without the heartworm prevention are typically classified as over-the-counter medications and also have a huge market. Examples of these include Frontline Plus and Advantage. The photo on this slide is one dosage unit of the Revolution topical product. Both the OTC and the prescription products come in small individual dosage pouches of liquid. They are typically applied by parting the hair on the back of the dog near the bottom of the neck between the shoulder blades. The entire dose is then placed at that one spot, but it quickly absorbs and covers the rest of the dog's body. Next, we'll look at a couple different dosage forms used in both canine and feline patients. There are a number of different topical medications, both prescription and non-prescription products for dogs and cats that are formulated as topical solutions, lotions, shampoos, and ointments. A few different classes of drugs are often formulated in these products, either in combination or as individual one active ingredient products. These common classes include antibiotics, antihistamines, and antifungals. It may seem obvious, but it's important to remember with shampoo for dogs and cats, unlike humans, these animals usually have hair covering their entire body, sometimes very thick hair. It often takes a large amount of shampoo for one treatment. A number of different medications for both dogs and cats are formulated into tablets or caplets. These include many veterinary label products, but also human label products used off-label for animals. The veterinary label products include acepromazine tablets, different brands of levothyroxine tablets, carprofen caplets, Novox caplets, and vetprofen caplets. Human label tablets commonly used in animal patients include enalapril tablets, prednisone tablets, prednisolone tablets, and amlodipine tablets. Due to palatability issues and difficulty in getting the animal to take the medication, these medications are often given with pill pastes or pill pockets to mask the taste. Pill pastes are a semi-solid paste with a consistency like peanut butter that is spread on the tablet. Pill pockets are a chewable solid, cookie-type product with a pouch inside to place the tablet. Both pill pastes and pockets are often flavored with a salty, meaty flavor. Some medications for dogs and cats are supplied as oral solutions or suspensions. These include Metacam, which contains the pain reliever meloxicam and is used in both dogs and cats. A number of different antibiotics are also formulated this way, such as amoxicillin, Clavamox, and clindamycin. These often come with a dosage syringe calibrated by weight or volume. Like in humans, diabetes mellitus is a common disease in both cats and dogs. Some human-labeled insulin products, such as Lantus and Humulin N, are given subcutaneously in veterinary patients, but there are also a couple different insulin products labeled specifically for each species. Prozinc for cats and Vetselin for dogs are examples. If you work in a veterinary pharmacy or a human retail pharmacy which handles veterinary prescriptions, most likely you will deal with chewable tablets more than any other formulation. A large number of products are formulated this way because dogs love to take them due to the taste and texture. These are often liver flavored or beef flavored to increase palatability. Examples include Prowin, Heartgard Plus, Sentinel, Rimadyl, Carprofen chewables, Baytril taste tabs, Previcox, and many others. Although the majority of them are human-label products used off-label in dogs, you may receive some prescriptions for dogs for capsules. Clindamycin, amoxicillin, doxycycline, and cyclosporin modified are capsule-formulated, human-labeled medications that are used extensively in dogs. Atopica, which contains the active ingredient cyclosporin modified capsules, is a liquid-filled capsule formulation that is labeled exclusively for dogs. Like the tablet and capsule formulations, these products are often given with a pill paste or pill pocket to increase palatability. It's not a real common formulation for dogs, but one class of drugs is formulated in a powder form for use in dogs. This includes a number of products in the pancreatic enzyme deficiency class that are given directly with food. These include Viocase powder, Epizyme powder, Pancreazyme powder, and Panicare Plus powder. In dosing, the correct amount of powder is sprinkled on food, lightly wetted for absorption into the food, and then given to the dog about 15 minutes later. It's usually given with each one of the dog's meals. The last formulation that we will look at today is intramuscular injection for dogs. A few different antibiotics are formulated this way for dogs, such as enrofloxacin or Baytril injectable. Adequan Canine is a formulation of polysulfated glycosaminoglycan for dogs, which, like with horses, works very well to improve joint function and health in dogs. The canine formulation contains the exact same active ingredient and in the same strength, 100 mg per ml, as the horse version. It's important to remember, however, that the 5 milliliter of Adequan for horses and the 5 milliliter Adequan canine are not interchangeable. The horse version is a single dose vial and does not contain the extra preservative that the 5 milliliter Adequan canine does. Adequan canine 5 milliliter is a multi-dose vial and contains the same preservative as the Adequan Equine 50 ml multi-dose vial. That concludes the presentation today. I appreciate you listening today and hope you walk away with something you can use in your practice setting as a pharmacy technician. Thank you and best of luck in the future.